What's up, guys? It's Zink here, and today I want to talk to you about a recent concert that I just went to last week. Before we get into that, though, I want to apologize for my last video being super short. I was actually ranting on for about 20 minutes, because you don't want to hear me rant for like 20 minutes about some random stuff, blah, 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 and, excuses and all that other stuff. So anyways, back to the topic of the video today. So I went to this concert, and it was a Friday night. And it was Bon Jovi. If you guys don't know who Bon Jovi is, they're a rock band. Most of you guys should know. And some of you guys that have stuck around for a while and seen my videos know that I'm a concert buff, so I always go to concerts and stuff like that. So I've had bad experiences, I've had good experiences, and I've actually had experience with Bon Jovi before, which actually I'm going to get into that real quick before I get into Friday night's concert. So when I first went to go see Bon Jovi, it was back in 2008. And I live 4 hours away from the city. I live in New York, so I live 4 hours away from New York City. And so we took a bus down there, and Bon Jovi was playing in Central Park for free. Now, that's amazing. For a free concert, Central Park, there was 150,000 people there. 150,000 people there, and we're all the way in the back. We're all the way in the back. We're literally watching the entire concert on a screen. It was just horrible, but of course it was Bon Jovi and it was worth it. But because we lived like 4 hours away, we had to catch our bus. So we left the concert early, and there was a song that we were waiting for. And right as we were about to hop in the taxi, we hear them play that song. So it was really disappointing, but it was a free concert. What are you going to do? Anyways, so this concert paid $80 for. Actually, me personally, I didn't pay the $80. I actually got it for a birthday gift back in February. And it took place only like 10 minutes away from me, so this was even more amazing. So I'm like, yes, this is perfect. It's not that many people, so I can get up front, I can do all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So the place that we were at, it was actually a golf course that they were playing on. And so there was actually a golf open. It's the Dick's Open, Dick's Sporting Goods Open. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a golfing tournament. And the tournament was playing that day, and afterwards, then the concert was playing. So the concert was supposed to start at 8, and we got there around 2. We were just looking around. I bought a Bon Jovi t-shirt. We were just eating food, just walking around, watching some golf, just eating some stuff, doing whatever. And the concert's supposed to start at 8, but because the golf tournament was going on, they had like the whole stage and all that stuff like roped off the whole concert area, because it was actually part of the green that they were actually playing on. So it was all roped off and stuff, and what they were going to do is they were going to drop the rope at 6:30 so everyone can rush the stage. So 5:30 hits, and we decide to go into the crowd and go next to the ropes and wait for the ropes to drop so we can rush the stage. And that's what happened. Right when the ropes dropped, we were rushing the stage. I got almost up front. It was like amazing, perfect view. I loved it. And the stage was higher up too, so people who were actually like tall weren't blocking the view and everything, so it was perfect. So like I said, they were supposed to start at 8. So all of a sudden 8 o'clock hits, and we're all excited. We're waiting for them to come out, and nothing.
1 hour later.
Nothing. So we're waiting around for an hour. They're still not out yet, and we're like, what the heck is happening? So everyone starts booing and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden at 9:30 the lights go on, and we're like, screaming like, yes, they're coming on. No, the guy from the golf tournament comes out and says, Bon Jovi isn't even here yet.
Really, nigga?
So we waited around for another hour, and it was 10:17 that they finally got on stage. So right there, they're a little over 2 hours late already. Okay, and they were supposed to have a set list of 24 songs, and the encore was supposed to be 5 songs. They played 12 songs, and the encore was 3 songs. They only played for an hour. On the bright side, for the hour that they were actually playing, it was a really good performance. But for the amount of money that they got paid to actually do this concert, to only do half your set list was kind of disappointing. Plus, I had some friends way in the back, and they said that the speakers in the back weren't working at all, so it was really, really bad. So the only people who actually experienced the true nature of the concert were the people in front, like myself. But it was really, really disappointing because we waited almost 2.5 hours for only an hour of music. But other than that, I was up front. I got some great pictures. It was really awesome. But the fact that they dropped the ropes at 6:30, and we didn't get them on stage until 10:17. We were standing around for 4 hours. 4 hours standing around waiting for this band. And because the crowd was so packed in tight that it's impossible to get back to where you were if you're like up front. So you had people, like 3 people behind me, that were actually like peeing on the green, and it was just disgusting. And people almost got into a fight, and it was just awful. Then after the concert, we rushed back and we tried to go onto our shuttle to drop us off over at the parking lot, and the line for the shuttle was so long. There was 2 parking lots. There was parking lot A and parking lot D. Now there was like barely anyone in parking lot A, and the parking lot A had the long like city buses, where parking lot D had these short buses that we had to ride. So our line for our parking lot was super long, and there was no one left for A. So finally, the one guy from the Dick's Open decided to make one of the long buses, our lot. So finally we got out there. I had the biggest headache. By the time I actually got into the car, my head was pounding so much. Finally get home and I pass out right away. But before I passed out, I actually looked at my schedule for the next day at work, and like I said, it was a Friday night and I wasn't paying attention. I was so out of it. I had the biggest headache. I was actually looking at Sunday's schedule, and Sunday's schedule said that I was working 11 to 4. Where Saturday, which was actually the next day, I was actually working at 10 to 6. So I wake up in the morning and it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, I got 2 hours to spare, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, it just clicks, and I'm like, oh my God, I looked at Sunday's schedule. So I rush upstairs, go in the shower. I barely have time to eat breakfast, and I just run out the door, and I actually do make it to work on time, but it was close. And at work that day, I actually had these 2 customers that just pissed me off so bad. But that's the story for another. So yeah, that was my experience at the concert. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, please leave a like and comment. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.